Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. As you notice, we are again at Valera's kitchen, and this time he is going to prepare us something very tasty. And I'm giving the floor to Valera.
Hello dear subscribers, guests of our channel. Today from this modest set of products we will make seemingly simple but very tasty dish. Ideal for tough meat, for meat with some flavors. And from leftovers tomorrow morning I invite you for breakfast. There will be my favorite shakshuka, Her Majesty shakshuka. What's the name of today's dish? Today's dish is called a la Chashushuli, a Georgian cuisine. The recipe is more simplified. Originally it's not complicated and it requires flatbreads. We won't bake them today because we have enough preparations of the main dish. Today we are using store-bought ciabatta, but we will also finish it in oven. Let's begin! Could you please tell me what kind of meat we are using for today's dish? Yes, I completely forgot to say about meat. The day before I cut this meat, and this is a raw deer. I don't remember if it's male or female, but it doesn't matter. Parts of meat, there is a carbonate and there is a good back carcass here, trimmed without veins, processed, cut into the portion pieces like this. You can cut meat into pieces as you wish, some like large pieces, some like small pieces, but the dish will stew for a very long time and the size of the pieces doesn't matter at all. I marinated the chopped pieces in a simple ajika. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I throw the jar away. But this is not important. Any ajika from the store, but not the cheapest one. Here are literally 2 tablespoons of ajika and a little sea salt, and put all in the refrigerator for a day. Can you please explain what ajika is and what kind of sauce is that? Arthurs, I think it will be the best to put a picture on the screen. It seems to me that this is a concentrated tomato paste with the garlic and spices. They are different, there are lots of them. But the main thing is, probably Arthurs will make a small insert about what ajika is. Now we will wash our hands and start washing and cutting vegetables. So stay tuned, put your like, press the bell and subscribe. It will be very hot here today. We have plus or minus 2 kilograms of meat. You can use non-premium meat of any toughness, young or old deer or elk. All this is not important, since the meat will be stewed for a very long time and any meat will become very soft. Goat meat is not that tough at all, so in terms of softness I think everything will be okay. We need approximately 6, 7 or 8 tomatoes. Well, plus or minus, as much as anyone wants. There are no such strict rules here. This is not old cuisine, that's it. We won't peel tomatoes, because I think we don't want to be looking at peels in the... We pour boiling water over the tomatoes for 3-4 minutes, so that the peel comes off well later. We make these cross-shaped cuts. We bought these tomatoes at the supermarket. Of course, for this dish it's better to have homemade ones from your own garden. I have a question for you about meat. Many of our viewers are not hunters, and it will be very problematic to find meat of wild animals to cook this dish. What alternative can they use? Beef, lamb, veal, and eat less pork, especially store-bought pork. By the way, I also very rarely eat pork. We kept the tomatoes in the hot water for about 5 minutes. Now we need to drain the water. Rinse with cold water. When working with these tomatoes, I call them a plastic tomatoes, but unfortunately we don't have others yet. Well, a napkin will be very useful, because a lot of moisture and water flows out of them. This is definitely not a tomato juice. Well, these were only tomatoes what were in the supermarket. Yes, we can't wait for July, August, just like you can't wait for a new content from us. So we make from what we have, but later we definitely will make more videos. In my village, my parents grow tomatoes in a greenhouse. We will once again make episodes directly from the village. There will be videos of cooking in the field. We will use a kazan, we will use fire, and we will use a grill. We will prepare a lot of interesting content for you. Stay with us. Valery is promising to do a lot of interesting and very delicious stuff, and I'm promising as well. My mom also has her own vegetable garden in the village. I think that we should also go up to her and steal something there. Mom, please forgive me if you hear this, but such is fate. Your tomatoes will be in our video. There will be definitely a video of a soup preparation. My mom grows pumpkins, and from pumpkins you can make a good hunting soup. Well, it's like shurpa, but this is also from the stuff what we have. Using meat, potatoes and pumpkins it will be a very good recipe, but that's all later. The simplicity of the dish lies in the fact that you need to cut 4 ingredients. This is paprika, onions, tomatoes and the meat itself. We fry meat in the frying pan until crusty. We will use olive oil. You can use any oil you want, it doesn't matter. Turn on the kitchen hood to a maximum. Open the window if it's possible. I just washed the curtains, but everything is for you. Everything is for you. In fact, you can use goggles like you would be at the shooting gallery, because it's quite dangerous activity. Maybe it would be better for them to wear a protective suit if someone has one. Yes, maybe stockings on their heads. When you see a slight haze in the frying pan, this means that you can fry the meat. Take it and lay it out. Our little buddy got his treat, and this is the leftovers from that meat what we are using to cook our dish tonight. This is the good leftovers. Some decent pieces of real meat. I have a bone broth like this. It's good, evaporated and thickened. Good stuff with a distinct meaty taste. Maybe one day I'll show you how it's done. I don't remember who this broth is from. Possibly an elk or perhaps it's a rabbit. But it is hard to understand according to taste. This is the next step, so let's start loading here. This is a pot from a multi-cooker. Meat in general is crusty. Now we are loading this meat inside. It smells very tasty, I would say. So guys, I will try a small piece of meat. So you all wish me good luck. Again, it's very tasty. Let me finish to chew it. I really apologize for that. It's very tasty, and it's already cooked, so we can eat it straight away, I guess. So guys, stay with us as we are about to finish our dish in a couple hours, unfortunately, but for you it's gonna be faster. Now we continue to cook everything in a multi-cooker. The main thing is that everything's supposed to fit in the pot. How long do we leave the meat in the slow cooker and what temperature should we set? No, for now it's just a frying mode. We still need to fry the onions, paprika and add the tomatoes. Follow the progress of events. We got the sounds of frying from there. So we add onions now. Add the onions and stir immediately, so the onions begin to interact with the meat. There is a lot of onions, but it will settle down.
Smells very nice. Hope it stays the same.
Tomatoes, or what is called tomatoes. We also stir everything. Now we add Chashushuli seasoning. You can always add the seasoning. Plus or minus 1.5 or 2 teaspoons approximately. Now we add Chashushuli. There was a Chashushuli and this is Chashushuli. It's a little bit different. It looks beautiful. We add 1/2 teaspoon. Now we add grounded coriander, but be careful with it. If you can easily overdo with the previous spices, it will simply result in a more intense taste of the spices. But there may be a problem with this. Be careful. We add 1 teaspoon. Everything needs to be stirred right now. I'm drooling and I'm very hungry. I really want to try this. And a little bit salt.
So you're using the sea salt, isn't it?
Yes. We add a pinch of salt. I've been mistaken many times. I believe that it's better to undersalt than to oversalt. Some people like more salt, others like less salt, and then when dish is ready you can try it. And if there is not enough salt and for example you don't find it too salty, then you can add it. This is such a thing. It's not advertising. Tomato passata is a tomato puree and it's very good for pizza, for shakshuka, for tomato soup, actually for any dish. It is written that a tomato puree consists of 99% of tomatoes. I am satisfied. We won't say which store, what brand. Whoever goes shopping will see it. This pack contains 500 grams of product and we add plus or minus half a pack. Optionally, if you have beef broth, you can add it. If not, then you can add water and look at the consistency. If juice comes out, then that's very good. We'll add my elk broth to it. Now everything will dissolve.
No.
Well, great. Can I try it? Of course.
So guys, it's my turn to try.
Not enough salt.
I'm very starving right now.
For me the salt level seems normal, but maybe you can add just a little bit. Just a little bit? Yeah, just a little bit.
So, for me it seems it needs a little bit more salt, just a little bit.
For me, either.
For you either, yeah. But for me it looks like all the spices are in the balance, guys. We just add a little bit of salt and now it's supposed to be perfect. That's my opinion.
Leave this meat to stew for 2 hours. That's all? I think we'll have time to go feed the boars and film this for you. By the way, yes, let's go for sure.
So time is 17:21. So we have to get back home 7:30. Guys, we accidentally ended up abroad. We are in Lithuania right now. It turns out that sometimes we have to look for opportunities to save some money, and we found out that the petrol is cheaper here than in our country, and our dish was left on its own to be stewed, and it's waiting for us. Now we are going to Valeria's feeders to feed wild boars, and after that we are going home to try our dish, our incredible dish. So guys, stay with us, it will be finger-licking good. Time right now is 18:13, so we have 1 more hour, so we have plenty of time. Yeah, now we are going to the feeders to feed wild boars. Yeah. So we ended up in Lithuania. Did you notice that? What? We ended up in Lithuania, did you notice that?
Oh, yes, boss.
So we are in the forest right now and we are going to Valeria's feeders.
Let's show that there is a grain in the bag, or rather the remains of the grain. Tell that to the audience.
Grass became greener since the last time we visited this location. And guys, do you remember this old abandoned house in the middle of the forest? Here it is. You haven't seen what's inside, but it's a mess inside, to be honest. But a video will be in the link in description below. No.
Then the wild boars always come and eat all these. Yes, the last ones were coming from there. By the way, there are a couple of photos. I'll send them to you now. So we fed wild boars. Let's go home then to try our dish.
You see guys, we left our dish stewing for a couple of hours, and at the same time we did lots of stuff. So we filled the Valeria's tank in the car. We went to Lithuania, we went to a different country, and we came to Valeria's feeders to feed wild boars. See how many things we done at the same time. And we are going back right now to try our Chashushuli. So when we are going to try our Chashushuli, something like that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like I'm very apologize in advance if I'm wrong. Chashushuli. 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 Oh, ticks again. Ooh. Ah, looks very disgusting. There's plenty of ticks around, guys. I already found one here.
We have to check our clothes. I'll see another one here. Okay, let's better leave.
So we have to leave this location because there's plenty of ticks around, guys, and we don't wanna catch few ticks because they were dangerous. They carry infections and stuff like that. Because I don't wanna something will stop us from our incredible dish. So guys, finally we came back to Valeria's place and our dish is ready. And we have been away for 20:04, so we've been away for 2.5 hours. So a little bit longer as expected, but it's not a problem, to be honest.
This isn't a problem. No, this is even better.
Oh, you just look at that. So we have to do, guys, another few steps and then we are going to try it. I can't wait when this stuff is jumping straight here and here. I can't wait when I'm gonna deliver it to my belly.
Today, in this case, we have purchased a ciabatta and half of it will be used for a breakfast tomorrow for shakshuka. And now we'll cook this half in the oven at 190 degrees for 10 minutes, everything as is written on the package. just need to grind the garlic into dust. We add it in the same way as the cilantro at the very last moment,
Самый последний момент, когда выключаем нагрев,
when we turn off the heat,
чтобы он отдал
so that it gives up all its oil flavors, aromas and smells.
запахи.
This is cilantro. We also add it here. Mix it.
You just look at that. And here we are, guys. After a long wait, our dish is finally on our table. Look, Valery he is starving, he can't wait anymore. I'm gonna say a few words. The preparation took us a quite long time, but the advantage of this dish is that it doesn't require a lot of ingredients. So guys, I don't want to say too much, so let's finally try this beautiful dish.
Meat is so good. The meat falls apart in my mouth. I'll do like that.
Guys.
Yes, indeed, it was worth that long expectations.
The expectation was worth it.
Maybe you can say at least a few words.
Ты можешь So I don't want to be relying on Valera, cause you're serving yourself. He's hungry animal. Guys, with a great confidence from a full belly, I want to say that that dish turned out very amazing. Guys, stay with us because on this channel there will be many more different delicious recipes from Valera. So guys, and quickly subscribe to our channel if for some reasons you haven't done it yet.
Bon appetit to everyone.
On this channel will be finger licking good. And remember, no matter what, always try to stay positive. See you in the next video, guys.